Yes. Hello. Thank you for tuning into the Awakening with Shontal Bettis-Brown. Don't forget to share and like on social media, and please subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Please make sure you comment and tell me what you like about today's show. So let's awaken with today's episode.
Hello, thank you for tuning in to the Awakening. Today episode is we're gonna call it the Wing It episode. We just gonna have a general conversation, and I got my you could say BFF co-host slash manager on with me today, Mr. Reggie Whitley, and we
Yeah.
just gonna have a overall conversation. I need to do a health check, not only a health check, a self check, encouragement check to see how everybody is doing, and how can we encourage each person that's tuning in today, and just keep a positive flow, because I feel like we've been going through a lot. We ain't even gonna discuss this election, but I'm just gonna say, Lord, let your will be done so it can hurry up and be over with.
Because I'm
But
tired of going to Google.
look, I'm tired of going to CNN, and then CNN got something different than NBC. Everybody talking, I'm like, I'm just over. I'm just over the whole thing. Lord, just have your way, and hopefully we'll have a brand new president, or uh whatever. I speak not of the other one, but Lord bless them.
Do what you do. Just
So
do what you do.
do what you know how to do, Lord. So Reggie, what you been up to lately? How you been?
Just, I'm really bad at answering that question. I'm the type of person that, and I didn't think that you was gonna ask me like that. I would have thought of something good to say, because, I don't know why, but I'm the type. You can see me, a closest friend can see me and say, "So, what do you have going on?" And I can literally be getting ready to run for public office the next day. Or, yeah, and I'd be like, nothing, and I don't be lying. I just don't be knowing what to say. I don't know. I'm just out here doing, I had an old coworker used to say, just doing what to do, making it do what to do. That's what he
Yeah,
used to say. Just out here making
yeah.
it do what to do.
So we see the COVID numbers is going up. Have you been staying in the house, or you been out and about, or what you been up to with the COVID? Because that thing now ain't going. It's oof. I can't even discuss.
So we're gonna be nice today, Reggie. We're not gonna fuss at anybody today, Reggie. So for me, I normally just my life is just staying in the house. I don't go out. I don't
Um,
mix and mingle and all that stuff. I think I've told it before on some podcast, yours or mine or somebody's, about how I've been out when I was living in Mississippi. I would be out in my hometown where I was living at the time, and sitting at a restaurant, and people would say, "What are you doing in town?" And I'm like, "I live like 2 minutes away." So again, COVID for me is not rough as far as the quarantining and adjusting my life to it. So I've been really in the house more than usual. I rarely go out whatsoever. I get my groceries delivered to the house. Like, that's how in the house I am. I get my groceries delivered. If I want food from a restaurant, it's rare. I normally cook, but if I want food from a restaurant, I have them deliver it. Um, if I go out, I probably just go because I don't like to drive anymore. Praying that the Lord would give me like a personal assistant who would double as a driver, because I despise driving.
mm, that
So
what
when
happened.
I go out to drive, I maybe like drive for 10 minutes just to get out the house. And I'm like, I'm tired of this. Let me go back home. So I've been pretty careful. The only thing that I've done that was risky, show y'all, I'm not scared of COVID, okay? But I've done one thing recently. I went out with family. It was like 13 of us, and we went to the Cracker Barrel.
Oh Lord.
And they do the social distancing. They do everything good. Everyone's social distancing. Everyone, well, all the workers have masks on. I went to Cracker Barrel in Mississippi, and the mask mandate from what I understand, has been lifted. So, you had those who didn't wear masks, who were not working, but everyone who works there were doing good, wearing masks, keeping everybody distance. But I was still sitting there, party of 13. So it's me and
Mm.
12 other people. So in my mind, I'm literally sitting there saying to myself, you're breathing in the corona. And
Look, I was
I
just
couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. I was freaking out the whole time. I was praying in the Holy Ghost under my breath. Don't nobody around me praying the Holy Ghost, but I'm sitting there under my breath because I'm saying, God, don't let me get this corona, but I'm going to go back home by myself. So I ain't going to spread it. And so
yes, Lord.
I did. I guess you could say I quarantined for a little while after that because my life is a quarantine. Live alone, don't do nothing. So that's my life.
So in the first episode that you was on with me, it was you and my sister, Alicia, and
Hmm.
we was talking about the teachers and educators and parents, and dealing with the pandemic. And as you know, I think told you last week they end up shutting the school down for a week because the tests was coming back so positive. They had to, sanitize the school, clean the school down, and stuff like that for a week. So they go back Monday. I'm kind of in my emotions, but I've been praying and praying over them that when they go back that even one of the things with COVID I pray about, even if it come near my dwelling, Lord, don't let it take me out. Don't let it take my kids out. Don't let it be asymptomatic. I don't want it, God, but if it do hit this way, just healing and protection on every level, because where me and my husband work at, we have different people coming in there every day. And even though you wear gloves and you wear masks, you hear people saying, yeah, I did everything that I was supposed to do and I still caught it. So in a sense, I'm just like, okay, if it come this way, Lord, just help us and cover us and, let it be a healthy healing experience and no symptoms if you can.
Right.
But it's been kind of scary in a sense. But I think everything is what's going on in society today, in this world today, is happening for a reason. And I feel okay about it. But I'm like you, in restaurants, I haven't went nowhere yet. Lord, my kids' birthdays are coming up in 2 weeks. My mother-in-law getting married next week. And I'm just like, okay, I got an uncle who passed. We're having his homegoing celebration. Well, we had a homegoing celebration, and that's more people to be around. So I'm just like, oh God, help us, cover us all. Let us just, you know, Lord, it's like a sense of normalcy is over
And
in a
my
sense.
thing
It's
is,
like,
I hate that people don't take it more seriously.
no.
Because
Mm-mm.
I'm seeing blood is boiling a little bit already, and we what 8 minutes in. Um,
Mm,
I'm not understanding people. So I was talking to a friend yesterday, and she was telling me about how in where you live, I try not to call names of cities and stuff. But if you know,
mm-hmm.
you know. But where you live, there is just such that whole state is such a huge increase. Like every day, there's 1,000 new cases, 1,300 new
Yeah,
cases, 900 new cases. And I'm scrolling on Facebook and I'm seeing in your city, not saying that you're part of it, but in your city, there's stuff like clubs that's open and like they're doing events to where they're inviting people out, drawing people, karaoke night, R&B night. Why are you doing this? And a lot of the people aren't wearing. First of all, it's bad enough to me that you're in there shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow. Then a lot of
right,
y'all not wearing masks, and it's just ridiculous to me. And so I'm just not understanding why. And again, the whole state got rid of the mask mandate. Now, a part of me understands that because, um, there were people who felt like, why should I be forced to wear a mask? So I
right,
understand lifting a mandate, but I don't understand why do you want to go out in public and risk other people's health? Forget about yourself. If I die, let me
right,
die in the
right.
army of the Lord. Think about the other people who you putting that at a risk. And so
And
to
that's
me,
what
it
they
just
don't
don't make
do.
no sense.
Mm-mm. And it don't because it's like it's where I'm working. It's I have to constantly tell people wear your mask, ask them wear the mask because while working, they're still holding you accountable. To wear masks when you come in there. Even though it's been lifted with the governor, certain counties, the mayor is actually saying, okay, even though it's lifted, you still are required to wear a mask in this county. And so it's for me. I just don't know. I don't understand. I'm like, is it? And it's sad because our culture is the main culture that's dying from. African Americans are one of the highest ones that's catching it. They're the highest ones that has also seen death in it and had. We got more health challenges than the other races. And so for me, it's like, okay, y'all. Do y'all not see what it's doing? Do you not understand what's going on, or you just really bet? I mean, are you thinking back in the slavery days, that it's taking something from you,
Because
or I
there's so
just
many conspiracies out there. I'm a avid TikTok watcher. I literally take breaks throughout my day to watch TikTok. I
mm-mm.
was sitting at the rest at the Cracker Barrel, and we was all engaged in conversation, and I had to take a break. I was like, I'm tired of talking to y'all. Let me watch TikTok. So on TikTok, I've been seeing this huge amount of people that's coming up with these conspiracy theories about the mask, and we even got the so-called saints out here talking about the devil put the mask on you to shut you
I
up, and it's
know.
symbolic. And look at the pictures from slavery when they brought the Africans over to be slaves in America
Mm-mm.
on the ships. They had the face masks on them to keep them quiet. I mean, come on, let's not be stupid. You got Kourtney Kardashian. I love Kourtney. Kourtney's my favorite Kardashian, but you got her. She's an idiot apparently because she's out here with all her millions, literally millions of, and I wish I had time to look it up how many millions she has. Instagram followers talking about the mask causes cancer. The medical field have been wearing masks since
Come
like
on,
forever, and
and then did some of her surgery with the mask on.
don't start.
I
And
mean, I'm just
and I
no harm.
feel
I
like
love you, Chloe. I love you, Chloe. I promise I
Kourtney,
do, but I'm
Kourtney,
just
not
being
Chloe.
cool.
Courtney.
Yeah,
Oh, but Courtney
I'm
hadn't
just being
had that much done, but she got some done, and they wearing masks. And so it just don't make no sense to me because if it caused cancer, I'm pretty sure they would have found out by now because doctors and nurses and all those good people wear them all the time. So it's just insane to
real.
me, and I don't understand. But a lot of people don't get that it's more than just being sick, quarantining for 14 days and bouncing back. And it's more than just people dying. You have symptoms that people ain't really talking about. I was talking to somebody, same friend used to be in the medical field, and she was telling me about how, and I didn't know this until yesterday, how there are people, because it was a relative of hers who experienced this. Older man got diagnosed with it, and he no longer has it, but like his mind is gone. He was an
Wow.
avid sports fan. He don't know anything about sports anymore. A family guy. He don't even know who his brother is. And so it's really
Mm.
doing more than just the coughing, just the energy draining,
Right.
just
Right.
the shortness of breath. It's doing a whole lot more than that. And I'm just not understanding why. And there's such an influence. People don't understand the influence that America has. And people are looking at America like, what idiots y'all are. And then you have
I
people
mean,
who are
on
also
every
looking
level.
at Mississippi because Mississippi again lifted the mandate. I've seen videos of people up north arguing with people, um, saying I shouldn't have to wear a mask in this store. And the employers are like, no, ma'am, you have to. Well, in Mississippi, they lifted a mask mandate. You're all the way up north. Go to Mississippi because
I mean, no,
why
stay
is
up
it that
there.
you've set this precedence that people don't have to wear masks just because one state does, and now you've given an excuse to everybody else? I just don't. I say all the time, I just don't understand because it just doesn't make sense to me. And I just wish people would smarten up. That's the nicest way I have to say it. I wish people would smarten up.
I don't know. Some of them, I just think they don't want to smart enough. I
They
think
can't.
some of them think they
They're
too
idiots.
smart. Yeah, they too smart. And I think when you speak about the religious people, they God gone. I'm like, what kills
Ooh,
me
don't let it
with
kill
it,
you.
it don't kill
Ooh,
me.
don't let it kill
Yeah,
you.
I mean, let me say, God forgive me for them words. What bothers me the most is when you speak of religious people speaking on it. Um, it's it's weird that you can take the Bible to interpret, or you can use the Bible to your advantage. But it clearly say obey the lands of the law.
Does.
I mean, and it's like, okay, but God say He a healer. Yes, He is a healer. He is a forgiver. He is all that and more. But that's just like I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing because I know He gonna forgive me, or I'm gonna keep doing. You can have so many chances, man, and He will reprobate. And so it's like, what part do you not understand? Do you just got to get it in order for it to help you understand what's at stake or what can happen? I've been hearing a lot of people telling me also that has had it. A few people told me they've been having problems with their hearing,
Hmm.
and I was like, "Your hearing?" And it's like so much is happening from this virus that's causing different health effects and different things along the way. It's just so much. We'll be talking about that forever.
And I just think that people, this is all I got to say about it. People are looking at the wrong stuff. Well, not all, because I've said a lot, but the only thing else I got to say is that I think people are looking at the wrong thing. And I think that people are thinking about or worried about the wrong thing because they're looking at stuff like, well, Trump did it. Trump, the reason we got this, or this is a man
Right.
made virus. Who
Yeah.
cares? Who cares if China sent it? Who cares if Trump formed it in a lab and it got it? I've heard so much stuff. President Trump formed this. He had this made. Well, I have never heard nobody say he had it made. I've heard he made it like he has a secret laboratory in the White House. I don't know. He might ain't never been there.
Oh my
But
God.
they saying Trump got a
In a bar.
right. They said Trump made this and he put it out and he didn't think it was gonna get this bad and now he don't know what to do. I don't care who made it. I don't care if God sent it, if man made it. I don't care if China sent it, Africa sent it, Asia sent it. It doesn't really matter. The thing is, we know the statistics. We know what the doctors, the good doctors, not them foolish ones, the doctors are saying, and we just need to start being safe and being thoughtful not only of ourselves but of other people that surround us,
Okay.
whether you
Yeah.
know them or not.
Clearly. Clearly.
Because this empathy,
Well.
I think that it shows. I feel like I'm not trying to get political, but I feel like I'll put it in the way of the last 4 to 5 years have shown us a lot of the heart of people and the true mindsets
Yeah.
of people.
It
And
has.
what this has shown us
It
is that
has.
America, because since this happened, I ain't been to no other country, so I can only talk about America. America so lacks empathy, and it's been revealed
Yeah.
through the actions of the people. And
Yeah.
so, America as a whole has a heart issue. And I know some people out there saying, "Well, I've been doing right. I ain't been." America as a whole has a heart issue.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't say you, boo, but you are part of America, so you are part of the whole.
Heart.
Go ahead.
Heart issue. Yes. 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 It is. It's something else, but hopefully sooner or later. With the new changes coming up, preferably that everybody get it right and we can get this thing as a whole nationwide under
Because we're
control.
doing
And
this, and I want to tell the people we're doing this recording on a Saturday. By the time y'all hear this, who knows? We may have a new president.
probably,
We don't know. So that's why we
hopefully,
can't talk about it because
woo,
we recorded this 2 days before, at least 2 days before you hear it. So I'm tired of checking my news feed. Somebody just text me.
I'm just gonna speak it into existence. I think the man gonna get it. I think Biden gonna get it, and it is what it is. He's close. And one thing I do like about the whole situation of him getting it is that I like how he's speaking about being a president to
Right.
everybody and doing and going to a place of healing because we all need a healing place right now in this season. because you got a bunch of people that's lost people. You got family members, friends that's going through, from this virus being affected. And the whole, the Bible says, if my people would listen and humble themselves, and He will heal the land. And that's what we need. We need a sense of humbleness, and it needs to come from the head on down. And hopefully that's what we will get, because we need a healing on this land like never before. Because what I'm starting to see, oh Lord Jesus, it's just too much. It's really too much. Even my daughter, they starting to look at me like, Mama, what's going on? It don't seem like it used to. I have to tell them, baby, it ain't like it used to, and it probably will never be. But you got to pick up the pieces from where you're at and make something happen of what you
And the
got.
truth is,
Be thankful
hopefully,
for what
it
you
is never how it used to be. Because people are
got. Right,
saying and again, I'm not making this presidential, but President Trump's quote slogan is "Make America Great Again." And we've seen a lot of people since he did that. How people market stuff. They see something that's popular, and so they, change it up, make this city safe again, make this state safe again, make this thing healthy again. I mean, really and truly, has it ever been great? Has it ever been safe? Has it ever been, healthy? So
right.
I sincerely hope that it doesn't go back to how it used to be. And I think a lot of people
Yeah,
are saying it and they're speaking it and they're praying it, but they're not really looking at the history of America. You got to look at the history of America. Why would you want it to be the way that it used to be? Because it's
right.
never
It
been
needs
good,
a wake up
especially,
call.
we're both minorities. And so it's never been great for us. I don't think it's been necessarily great for most Americans, no matter what their um, race
Hmm.
is or ethnicity. But hopefully it gets better. And, of course, sometimes things have to get worse before they get better. And again, this has
Right,
been really revealing some stuff. And so even if we don't get a new president, my thing that another part of that scripture says, seek my face and pray. And so hopefully
right.
whoever the president is, and not only the president, because we hold them to such a high degree, but you still got governors, you still have senators, you still have
Yeah,
mayors.
the whole party.
The whole
Yeah,
system of government needs to drop to their knees, humble themselves, seek their face and pray
yeah.
and hear from God. And
Hmm.
then he will heal the land. That's the only way it'll happen. That's why we still are fighting what we're fighting,
Hmm.
because these people out here in high places are not falling in their face and seeking God and hearing from him so he can heal the land. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I ain't preached in a while. So
Yeah, I see. It's covered up out of you. But go and drop
I'm
them nuggets
finished.
now, because we need. Look, and then I was on. It was so crazy when I was on Facebook this morning. I was just strolling, and I seen signs to discover bizarre hell planet where it rains rocks and oceans made of lava. And I said, "Oh God,
Lava, like
he's
hot
real."
lava?
Yeah, yeah, like
How
hot
does that
lava.
happen? Where is that? Where was that?
I don't know. It's on CBN. It's on CBSNews.com. Yeah, and it said if you thought living on Earth in 2020 was comparable to hell, it's called Planet K214b. Is here to prove you wrong.
Oh, it's another planet.
And it's another
Thank the
planet.
Lord.
And but that bothers me, because I'm like a whole nother planet. It's a hot planet, scorching hot planet. It said it's hundreds of light years away. Oceans made of molten lava. Winds reach supersonic speeds, and rain is made of rock.
Hmm.
So hellish. They call it a hellish planet. Extreme ever discovered. So I said, Lord, I was telling my husband, I said, okay, let that be the reason. Let us keep playing there. Let it keep playing. People talk about hell on earth, but you better
Words got
be
power now.
mindful of the words you say. Yeah, words have power. Cause in all my years, my daughter's actually working on science planets and stuff now, and I'm like, I told her this morning. She was like, "Mama, is the devil coming to get us?"
Bless her heart.
I was like, Lord, help her, help her. But it's real out here. It's like different stuff is happening. It's like I just don't know. I'm trying to. I want to call all my friends and do a health check, or not even a health check, but a mind check. See where everybody's at with what they going through, how they feeling. It's like it's just so much going on. So we need some
Yes, we
positivity,
do.
and you will be giving us that in
Yes, I
December.
will.
So what you tell us what's going on in December with you, Mr. Rich?
So it's funny that you mentioned health check because I was like, oh, that's a good pivot because we are doing a mental health check. But what I'm doing is I'm hosting, of course, my podcast is called Open Vault with Reggie Whitley. We're getting ready to get back started soon as Shontal
Mm-hmm.
is done. So what you have, what is this going to be? Episode 6, 5? Oh,
Seven.
okay. So,
No, is it six or
oh
six?
yes, 6. Okay, so we have.
It's
Oh
six.
well, we moving fast in the spirit. So you have 4 more
Mm-hmm.
after this one, and so of course everyone probably knows by now. I do 10 weeks on and 10 weeks off. While I'm on my 10 weeks off, Chantel is 10 weeks on. So what we're gonna do is she's gonna have her season finale. And why am I talking like you're not still here?
Yeah,
You're gonna have your season
I know.
finale on I think the 6th, December the
The
6th, the 7th.
the seventh, December 7th. Mm-hmm.
And so season finale Monday, December the 7th. And then I'm hosting, well, I'm having my season 2 premiere Monday, December the 14th, a week later. And so to
Mm-hmm.
celebrate, I decided to do an event that is something that I never thought that I would do. I wanted to do something like this with another organization, but I don't agree with, they put out some stuff that I didn't agree with. And so I said, I don't want to be associated with them. So I said, well, I'll just do my own. So it's called Open Vault Empowerment Talks. And I'm calling it
Yeah,
the
yeah,
premier event for thought leaders and world changers. I love thought leaders. I love world changers. Um, I consider myself to
that's
be
a
both
good.
humbly. And
Yes,
so,
yes, yes, you are.
well, thank you.
Yes, you
And
are.
so I'm getting together um, a great group of people. So it's going to be 8 guests, and they're all going to do different talks. So I can go into detail, and I'll try not to take too long talking about it. So we're going to have um, 8 people again. So one of the people that's coming is Jasmine Lafayette, and she's doing
Okay.
a mental health check. And I bring her up first because you say you want to do a mental health check with your friends. Just tell them just come to this event because I told her I don't even know what this is. I don't really know her, to be honest. Before now, I didn't. And I just saw her one day and I was like, she needs to do a mental health check for us. And I hope she knows what it is because I don't. And when I text her, she was like, I've been praying about this and I'm so glad you do it. I was like, I'm glad you can too because I don't, I'm glad you asked no questions. But she's doing a mental health check. I'm really excited about it. But we're also having just a number of different people talking on different things. So you have her talking about the mind. You have Dr. Pam Ross from Chicago. She's the culturalist, the conversationalist, and she's talking about preparing your soul to soar. Based on a new book that
Oh,
she's bringing out, we have Simone Allen, who's talking about her book, and it's a powerful, powerful book. And you can catch her at the event, and also my season premiere will be featuring her as a guest. So I'm really excited about that. We have Shakita Davis talking about her book. I didn't even notice so many people were talking about books. Shakita Davis talking about her book,
yeah,
Incestuous Beginnings, and talking about, you have to come and see it. I don't want to give, because I feel like if I
yeah.
even start giving details about each one, I'm going to go way too in depth, and y'all going to be
Deep
like, I don't need to
and
come.
just don't keep them
Keep it
thirsty.
right.
You done already gave him. Yeah, you done already gave them a little what you call it,
A
a shot.
snippet.
But keep them thirsty.
Oh, a
Yeah.
shot. Oh, see, I'm saved. They ain't even know what the.
Look, everybody know what a shot
It
is,
threw
man. You
me
got to
off
know
when
what a
you
shot
said
is.
it. I was like a shot because I'm thinking like a flu shot. Okay, praise God.
Help, Lord. Help.
Then we have Evan Brown from Chicago. He's known as Coach Ev, a powerful entrepreneur. He mentors and coaches other entrepreneurs, hence the name Coach F. And so he's going to be talking about being a distracted entrepreneur. Now, I wanted him to come because
Oh,
I went to a virtual thing that he did, and he was talking about distractions like a year and a half to 2 years ago. And I never knew that I was so distracted. So I was like, I need you to come and tell everybody else they're distracted because we don't
look,
even realize it, I think, how distracted we are.
I promise. I really need to tune in to that
Come
one.
on, December 13th.
Mm.
Then we have your cousin, Zoe Davis, who's going to be talking about something
Yeah.
different.
Okay.
And I'm excited about this. She's going to talk about the importance of and the lack of creativity in education. And I
Oh
think that that's
wow.
going to be powerful because we see a constant decrease of creativity being focused on in education. And then we have Dane Fragger, who's going to be coming to talk to us about healthy relationships. He has another book on sex and relationships, Christian sex, waiting until marriage, and all of that good old stuff. And it's a #1 best-selling book. And so he's going to be joining us to discuss that. And then we have international speaker who I love. I love this woman, prophetess Keisha L. Cephas. And she's going to be talking about intercession, meditating, and just the things that we need to do to get through this whole, 2020 has been such a journey, and how things that she does to get through, to not focus on the bad, to keep a positive outlook, keeping your focus on God. And
Mm.
so I'm really excited about all 8 of these people.
It sounds like it's gonna be dynamic. And tell us what I know you were speaking on I first off, I need everybody to go and sign up for this event. I mean, we need to support it because it's like it's needed right now. And that mental health check, I promise you, I need it real bad. But what other opportunities do you have with this event as far as what we discussed, a contest? Enlighten us on the
So there
contest.
will be a contest. What I want to do is, I'm not the best marketer. I probably just butchered what I just did, and I accept it. I'm a horrible marketer to the point, like open voice or whatever you call it, like vocal or text marketer. I'm good on
Mm-hmm.
social media. I'm good at email, sign up for my email list. I'll figure out how you can sign up, and I'll put it in the description if Shontal lets me, because I honestly don't know how you sign up for it. But I do recommend people to sign up for it. I'm really good at marketing like that. When it comes to like texting me or something like that, somebody texted me about a week or so ago, and his question was, "So what's up with this event that you're having?" Pretty sure he was he's a friend, just wanted to know about it, wanted me to tell him more about it. And the best thing I could come up with, and I literally have the messages still, it says, um, it's my version of a TED talk. I think it's going to be great. Here's the link. I didn't know how to give them a description. Like, to me, I
And
just look at the link. I
what
did
like?
a very good website, an awesome website just for this event.
Yes,
Look at
it
the
is.
link. So because I'm not a good marketer, I said, well, let's get some good marketers to go out here, because I have family I hadn't even told about it. That's how bad of a marketer I am. So I was like, let's get some people to go out here and do it for me. So I formed this contest. And it's for people to become event sponsors. And normally you would have to pay a fee to become an event sponsor, to have your name, spotlighted or whatever. I'm not asking people to pay a fee.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm doing is different, because everything I do pretty much is different, it seems. And so people can come to me and sign up. Either you can sign up at RW Podcast Network and go to the podcastnetwork.com and go to the contacts form and fill it out, or you can message me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm like everywhere. Or you can text me or email me, or YouTube. I don't know. Make a video on TikTok. I'm probably going to see it because I'm on there all the time. And
Oh
just
my goodness.
contact me to say you want to be an event sponsor. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to get other people. You're going to market it however you want to. Send out texts, send out emails, do videos, tell people face to face. However you want to do it. If you want to do flyers, I'll form you some flyers to print out, and I'll send it to you for you to give to people. And you're going to have a special code. And so, like for instance, Shontal is a event sponsor, and so she has a special code. So anyone who goes to register, registration is $15. When they go to register, they'll get 10% off, and you'll get a credit. And whoever is the person with the most people to register using their promo code, you'll get $100 in the end. And so that is my version of
So
marketing
you
and
know.
getting people involved. Because of course y'all know more people than me. I'm out here. You hear my life. I live at home and I don't do anything else. So I think that that's great.
And I'm just not like that.
But you got people.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna get it done because I'm gonna win
Oh,
in London. You
I
know,
hear
when
a
it's gonna win, I'm
challenge.
gonna win. Yes, it's a good challenge. So whoever want to compete against me, bring it on. Let's do this
And
thing.
everybody will be recognized.
So
All event sponsors will be recognized, whether you win, lose, whether you get one person or 1,000 people. You're going to be recognized at the event, and so I'm really excited about it. But you have
that's
to
good.
contact me though. You can't just jump up and say, "Well, I'm going to do it," because you need a promo code to get the credit. And then it
Right,
also you'll have a
right.
special link too. So either you have a promo, you can give them the code to key in, or you'll have your own custom link where they don't have to enter a code. When they go on there, see the discount. So, it's a win-win for me. It's a win-win for me. It's a win for the people who you get to register to get 10% off. And it's a win for you because you can win $100.
Yes, and I'm gonna get it. So open vault 2020. Yes, it is empowerment. I'm ready for it. We all need to be ready for it. So, with that being said, I advise y'all to go to the Open Vault Empowerment Talk. You can also go on Facebook, Instagram, like you said, and sign up. Registration closes December the 7th. So, I advise you if you're going to be trying to get on and win this $100, I advise you to contact them quick because we ready to get this
Yes,
thing
we are.
done. The premier event for thoughts of leaders and the world changes. We are ready for it. I am amped for this $100, and I'm amped really just to be a part of it, just to listen and grasp. And sometimes we get so caught up in work and stuff like that. We need to sit down
Right.
and listen. So, it's good to open your mind and open your thoughts to listening to what somebody else has to say and what somebody else has to learn. One of the things I always say on majority always all my podcasts is on all the episodes, always be teachable. And you got to learn, you got to grow. So I'm hoping and I pray that I, all 8 of them, even if you don't get a chance to listen to one, just join in, tune in, and just listen. It's not gonna be because it won't be where you can go back and listen right.
No. So nothing is going to
So
be, we're not selling these later. You would have to register and join in um, on the 13th at 6. And it's not going to be, it's 8 speakers. They're not going to be doing, hour things a piece. So each one of them
right,
is going to be less than 20 minutes. And when I say less, I mean less. Some people I don't have everybody's yet. So I don't know what's the shortest, but you might have 5 or 6 minutes because these are topics it punch you in the gut and keep going. And
yeah,
so you won't be up all night trying. And what else are y'all doing? I mean, don't make me start. What else are y'all doing? Y'all come on here.
yeah. Just go ahead, tune in and support. That's what we need right now in this day and age. Support, 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 support. So, with that being said, Reggie, I want to thank you for being
Huh?
on today.
That's it?
You don't think you think we need to go into some more? Or we was at 30 minutes.
I don't know. I feel like I still had some more to say.
What you want to discuss, Mr. Whitley?
I don't know. We're gonna take back your thing. So I do want to say something. Huh? I want to say admit that we did take a little break. We had a little technical difficulties, but how many of you know God worked during the break? So during the my notifications are turned off. I'm talking to the people now. My notifications are turned off. My what is it? Do not disturb. We always turn our do not disturb off during
Right.
recordings. And so when we had that little technical difficulty, I got a chance to scroll through some notifications. Y'all, all I'm gonna say is we had 290. Just that fast.
What?
How many of you know that God would do a thing we was just talking about? We may have a new president by the time you hear it. How many of you know God will work it out while you're talking about it? You better go back and check.
I mean, work it clean out.
We are at 290. It is not confirmed who won, but all the media outlets, including Fox News, and I didn't even call them out for a specific.
Including Fox
I
News.
didn't call them out for a specific reason. I just thought somebody needed to know that Fox News has even said it is projected that Bishop Biden is gonna be the new president. You better shout in the background, huh?
Yeah, he shout.
You better give him
He shout
praise.
in a way he don't need to shout, but he shout.
The spirit hits us differently. So I just wanted to make sure that we got that out there. You didn't hear it here
Woo.
first, because we not dropping this until Monday.
Look, everybody. Look, I had to walk out the room that I was in, so I can look at it. Yes, it is over. I am so happy because I think I was about to go crazy.
It's not over yet, because you got to look at that word projected.
Yeah, you know what projected? In certain words, it say projected and it means certain things, but we claim this thing.
Yeah,
This
we
thing
gonna
is
claim
over.
it, because I mean, and when you look at the counts, I don't think
ain't no coming back from
I
this.
don't think so. And so, whether you are excited or mourning,
Yeah, because you do have some people mourning.
we celebrate, because the Bible says, "In all things, give thanks."
And you know what? It is one thing I do want to say regarding this election, and it's bothered me.
Oh God,
I said I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I got to say it.
I can't keep it to
President
myself.
Trump did not give us that stimulus check.
Oh God, oh God.
That's all I gotta say.
Oh
He did not give us that stimulus check. That was your money. If you work, that was your money. That belongs to you. He did not give y'all the money. Okay, I just wanted to let everybody know that, because it was in me just to shout that. You know how you have something in your belly and you just want it to overflow to come out.
I feel like that was brewing.
Yeah, it was just brewing. It was
because
brewing.
it came out strong and empowered.
I mean, look.
You want a session?
Do the empowerment.
You want a session December 13th?
Look,
because the
I don't want to take
the people don't know. I think the people don't do their research.
They don't. They just, especially some of us, because we just look at it. Somebody gave us some money, and also this tax situation. Y'all, let me tell you something. This 400, the man said, Biden said he's not going to mess with the taxes, increase the taxes on anybody taxes that make under 400,000. Some of y'all ain't even making 20,000 a year.
Oh God.
Let's know 40,000. Come on, man. Let's just, sometimes you can be so blind and so what you call that word? I can't even think of the word I want to use. But you can just be so against somebody that you can't see the good in what they're saying, because you only, perfect example.
Give it to us.
You're so used to what you got, you don't know how to accept nothing new.
It's a word.
And we sometimes get in that place where when something new comes at us, we can't look at the good because we so used to being dealt a certain way, or being, that's just like Mississippi. It bothers me that when people say it's a Republican state, it's a Republican state. It can change if it wants to. It always have been a Republican, but it can change, just like Georgia changed, just like the rest of them changed. But it's all about a want. If you want something to change and want something done differently, you got to go go and do it. You got to go for it and walk in it. You can't just be used to certain surroundings. It's just because somebody give you a nickel, you're gonna be happy for that nickel. Get out the comfort zone and get. Oh, let me see. Oh Lord,
And
just get
then
out
one
the
of the
comfort zone.
things that people are looking at, I just saw it on Facebook, where the status was something about word is if Joe Biden gets in office, we will be broke again. Sweet beloves with an S, because I ain't talking to, just in case the one who made the status hear this. I ain't
Mm.
talking to just you, I'm talking to everybody. We shouldn't be living a life where we're dependent upon the government to make us rich. If you are living a life where you're dependent upon the government to make you rich, you're still broke. Because guess who's providing for you? The government. And guess what the government is? Trillions and trillions of dollars in debt. They had to come up with the money to find it to give it to you. Also,
And not only,
let me
and
just say
then
this
we done
one little
spent.
part
Did
too
y'all
before
agree
you.
to that wall?
Well,
And then you
well,
got
wait.
him to spend all
Let's
that
not
money
talk about the wall, because
Okay, let me just stop.
I want people to understand that President Trump didn't give, and I'm not throwing shade at him, because I have, for the most part, I have not really spoken ill publicly about President Trump or any other president. I haven't
No,
really given my opinions about any of it. I haven't said who I'm for, who I'm against. Um, don't really care to. So this is not me throwing shade at President Trump. This is just me educating some of you. President Trump, though he signed on the bill, the stimulus bill, he did not give you the money. Congress controls the money. And so the
please,
stimulus bill is done by Congress, approved by the Senate, and signed by the
please,
president.
please.
And so that is part of the reason why you're having such an issue now, constantly Googling stimulus bill number 2 or 3, whichever one we're on, which
Mm.
isn't going to happen anytime soon because they're all on recess right now. So they're not passing any kind of bills or anything. But it doesn't come, and no, the president doesn't go on recess. So the reason why the current stimulus bill is just up in the air is because the Senate or Congress, whoever, is on recess until I can't remember. I know it's after we're after the election now, but
November 21st.
go ahead with them dates. And so it's not the president who gave you the money. It's not the president. Goes again. Congress does it. It's approved by the Senate, and all they do is type it out on paper, give it to the president to sign. Of course, he has a say, but he's not the one who starts it, and he isn't the
Mm.
one ultimately who ends it, because if enough people vote, he can still be forced to sign it, whether you know it or not.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Mm-hmm.
whether he wanted to give it or not, he probably gave it free will. He probably didn't want to give it. I don't care. The thing is, let's not say that we'll be, quote, broke again, because if you're not broke because of the government, you're still broke. Let's come to open bar empowerment talks, and we can see from Coach F how we cannot be so distracted and get about our business as entrepreneurs. This is not an entrepreneurial event, and this session ain't just for entrepreneurs, although he calls it for entrepreneurs. It's going to help a whole lot of working class people too, who's out here working, because some of y'all still distracted. You need to be focusing on how you can get more and not be worried about what the president's going to do as far as the stimulus check, if you're going to get another one and
Right.
all that good old stuff. Come on, now, let's come out of that. Let's do better.
Yes.
Let's smarten up.
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
be great
Please,
for a change. We're not great
yes,
again.
please.
Let's be great for a change. Amen.
For a change. Yes.
Can the church
Amen.
say
Amen.
amen? Can the mothers say
Who let them say
amen?
it?
Can the youth in the
Please
back
let them
even
say it.
say amen? Huh? Glory.
I mean, let them, because I done seen so much. Oh, he gonna cut the food stamps. He gonna cut this and he gonna cut this. And I'm like, y'all, come on. That stuff is to be help for you to get help. It's not for you to. It's not for you to just have it to live off of. It is a boost it's a boost support. It's like when you fall down and you got the crutches. You only on the crutches for a short period of time until you get healing. That's the whole concept of the whole support system of food stamps and our government assistance is so you can get yourself together. Do not
Say it again.
put all your trust. Do not put all your trust into man. You got to come up with something. You got to give it to God. You got to ask God to give you a help you, give you the insight on your gift. And I'm one of the ones that can contest to that because I was like, that should not be broke. He didn't. My father is rich. He owns many millions, so it's not for me to live in lack. So for me to depend on a job or anything else, it's me. It's what's in you that's gonna help you get to where you need to be. But first off, you got to get it in your head, and you got to get it in your head, you got to get it in your mind, and you got to get it in your heart. Those three places are very important in order for you to understand that you are somebody and you can be your own business owner, operator. You can do whatever you want to do. You don't have to, just look at it like that. Don't look at it like the government, the president. No, 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 no. Get your own, baby. Let's grow. Let's grow. Let's empower. Make sure you be there. Make sure you tune in. I can't tell you. But the deadline is December 7th, so I need y'all to get on and get with this empowerment movement because we all need it. Sometimes you have to go a different direction in order to get what you need. Don't be like the 40 years before this. Keep going the same way. Go through the crooked path. Go through that valley. Sometimes you got to go through the valley. Just go and go through the valley. It'll come out bright. You'll love it. I'm telling you. I promise you'll love it. I'd have been down there. I'd have fought. But I love the coming up the hill. Coming up the hill hurt them legs. Them legs was cramped up. But guess what? After I got to that top, I was able to jump, yell, and scream. And Lord, thank you for the experience. And I'm telling you, that's what you're going to say. So with that being said, I would just like to say what you need to say.
In reference to what you just said before you did a plug again, I bless God for you. You might win. I just want to, because you said this was what, like encouragement or empowerment or something? Let's just encourage people. So let's turn into our Bibles. And this is going to be super quick. 2 Corinthians, she's already quoted 2 Corinthians 7-14. Everybody's not supposed to be an entrepreneur. And so we don't want, what if I don't want a side business? I don't know what it's up. You can do great things not being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You can work a job and be great and go to the top of your job. But the only way that you're going to do that, I ain't going to say the only way, but the only way that it'll be made easy and accessible like it should be from God to you is what the scripture she just said. It says, if my people which are called by my name shall humble themselves, step 1, pray, step 2, seek my face, step 3, turn from their wicked ways, step 4. So you got 4 steps right there. Humble yourself, you're too prideful. Pray, you ain't talk to God in a minute. Seek his face, who else your face you gonna seek? Put your trust in him. Turn from your wicked ways. Why you out here being wicked? Then he will hear from heaven, forgive your sin, and heal your land. So let's be working on that. And that's one way. That's a good start. Oh, excuse me. I was going to get choked. That's a good start from as far as how am I going to come out of this mindset of government assistance? How am I going to come out of this bondage? Because it's really bondage because there's so many stipulations to that. And we're not even going into detail, but there's so many stipulations to it. And at any given moment, you can be cut off. Why would you want to put your dependency in a thing, the government, that can just cut you off at the drop of a hat, or that can just run out of money and don't have any money to give you? So let's start putting our dependency on he who has all, knows all, sees all, has access to all, and wants to give you all. Thank you for coming to the Awakening Podcast. I'm turning it back into the hands of Shontal Bettis-Brown. Give the Lord praise. Give the Lord praise.
I thought he was just going to go and close us out. Close it on now. I just thought he was going to go ahead and take us there. But I just want to thank y'all for tuning in. I think this has been a good talk, a good seed talk today. So, with that being said, I will see y'all next week. And have a good and a great week. We got something to celebrate for. Life. Thank you so much. Thank you, Reggie.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your week.
You the same.
Bye.